What's up, everybody, and welcome back to Total War Rome 2. And here we are on the beautiful settlement of Athens. I don't know why I was about to say Alexandria. Athens, we're on Athens. As you can see, we're looking at the Temple Mount here. Well, I don't think the Acropolis is what they call it, but yeah, so this is honestly one of my favorite settlements. I've said it before. It is just, honestly, it's one of my favorites because I think it's one of the most unique settlements. This one is a 3 versus 3. Let's go ahead and bring the HUD up. This is a 3v3 sent in by Bubbles for let's just go ahead and hit, play. Hit them, get them going while we're talking about all this. Like I said, this is a 3 versus 3. On defense, we've got Lusitani being commanded by Bubbles himself. We've got Pontus being commanded by Dairy Farmer. And finally, we have Nabatea being commanded by Tiddlycoin, I think is how you say it. For the attackers, we have got Carthage being commanded by Goose. Egypt being commanded by Oompa, I think is how you say it. I'm not 100% sure. And finally, Massilia being commanded by Forksman. Now, what's really interesting about this battle, you can see it's actually pretty short, and I think we're about to learn why here pretty quick. I have not seen this. We're watching this for the first time, so I honestly don't really know exactly what's happening. All I know is that it's got an interesting strategy, which I think we are seeing unfold right in front of us. You can see the defenders have brought out troops to line up before the gate, thus not allowing the attackers into this position here to use the siege equipment, and also not allowing them to get an angle on the gate. What tends to happen then is you get archers over here and you shoot into the back of the defenders, and it's no fun, and the defenders hate their lives. But it looks like the defenders are going to try and prevent that from happening. We've got multiple Pontic swords out, more Pontic swords coming out, and we got veteran shield warriors coming out now. And to be honest with you, hold on, let's look at this. Okay, never mind. I thought these guys were about to come out too, but they're just lining up. Then you can see what they're doing is they've got slingers up on the walls to shoot into this assault from the side. Now, really what the defender or the attackers should be doing, they should be taking these archers over here, getting a angle on these slingers to shoot them off of the walls. What's happening as of right now, you can see we've got Eastern slingers from Pontus shooting at these archers and killing them because they actually have a better arc at this point. Slingers could shoot right over into these Cretans, and the Cretans are basically at their mercy. So now, had they done what I was talking about, come over here, the Pontic slingers at that point couldn't have done anything about it. They could have walked these off of that wall and they would have been in a much better position. Oh my gosh, here we go. More Lusitani coming out now. Look at this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4 veteran shield warriors coming out now. This is going to be interesting. Let's go and take a look down here. Now, right now, the Carthaginian units are much better than most of what's out here, except for these veteran shield warriors. So especially if these veteran shield warriors are able to get into this combat without any problems, without any sort of archer fire or anything like that on them, they are going to do a lot of work here. Veteran shield warriors are better than anything else that... Not really sure why the Massilian general is... Especially, he's just a Massilian cav, that's it. Not even like a Epeius Lancer. So, we got 2 walls about to come down here. Egypt coming over here with, what do we got? Thorough Spears. Yep. Taking down these walls, but Nabatea seems to be well prepared. As of right now, it seems like Massilia and Carthage want to beat their head against a brick wall. A.k.a. Pontus and Lusitani out here. And now we got Lusitani slingers coming out to join the Pontic ones. So look at this angle, guys. And the Cretan archers continue. They try to move up to assist, and they are just getting slung down here. We also have the mercenary Gallic hunters of Massilia coming over. And look at all this stuff they're committing, and they haven't even blown down the walls yet. Egypt has taken down these walls, but so far seems to be content to just wait. Got some Iberian tribesmen. Look at that. Tribesmen. Just a spear unit. 20 bonus first large, but only 11 melee. It's about to lose a couple here, and actually he's going to lose the whole unit, because there's no other way off of this wall for this unit. This tribesman is SOL. Even if he starts moving now, I don't think that he'll get off in time. Yeah, so he just lost some there. Oh, 19 gone. This is just a mosh pit. Now we've got the Massilian thorax swords in the combat. Let's you know, come on. Let's take a look-see. This is actually a pretty epic little fight going on out here. I'm not even going to lie to you. Let's see. Thorax 43, Veteran Shield 65, 98. 103 on the Libyans, well done. 124 on a Pontic, pretty good. 95, 27. So the question will be now is how much more will they commit to this? They can't commit too much more because now they've got the attackers actually entering the settlement. As of right now, they don't have anything guarding this gap. I mean, they've got units here, don't get me wrong, but that gap is pretty open. Pontus went with 4 mercenary naked swords. Interesting. Naked swords, another unit that kind of like Lusitani, that if they are able to get into combat without too much problems, they can do quite a bit of damage on the charge, but you need to make sure that you are cycling them, you know, cycle charge with other units, keep them moving, you know, engaging that charge bonus. Lusitani, by the way, has turned around and he's shooting into the attackers over here. But yeah, that's really the big thing, that mercenary naked swords, you just got to keep them moving.
Move it! Now! Get ready! Run!
More stuff coming in. So the Veteran Shield Warriors charging in. Veteran Shields do have a 30 charge bonus, so they've got a pretty good charge. You got an Iberian Sword up behind. Now, Iberian Swords are kind of like Thorough Spears. They have 5 ammo, but Iberian Swords of Lusitani, you cannot control the fire of the ammunition. You just basically have to put them on fire will and hope they throw at what you want to throw at. Okay, Armored Desert Hoplites guarding this side. It's interesting how they played this. Nabatea basically cutting off just like this and leaving an open path to here. So he didn't decide to guard the breach. He's just guarding his flank here, and this is bad. Look at that. That Nabatean swordsman is gone. Thorax sword blasting through, and he hasn't moved anything to... So he's about to create a big issue right here. Over on the other side, Nabatean heavy archers in a fight against the Nubian bows. Looks like Egypt went all Nubian bows. There's a lot of stuff going on in this battle. You got a lot of stuff over here, then you have some stuff on the inside. Then you have this pretty epic outside fight here. Honestly, this is one of the funnest little sally out things I've seen in a battle in a long time. You know, a lot of times you see a lot of the same strategies, and this is a really cool one. They basically just said, come at me, you know what I mean? You want to get to your siege equipment over here, you got to... And they were well prepared to take it. They had plenty of ammunition, plenty of archer fire. Balearic slingers better get the hell out of there, though, because Thorough Spear's getting around trying to get at them. Veteran Shield going to try and cut this off. I think this is pretty much over with, though. Alright, so the first Carthaginian unit gone. Italian swords. These units here haven't done much. Most of Carthage is pretty much gone at this point. I mean, he's got probably a quarter of his army left. Egypt is pretty healthy. Nabatea over here is, I hate to say, kind of all over the place. I don't really know what his plan is here. You know, he's got this Nabatean Axe Warrior that is getting charged and no counter charge. He's all... I don't even know what's going on, to be honest with you. His archers should not be losing this fight against Nubian bows. Nabatean heavy archers are basically the same thing as Assyrian, just they don't have the precision shot that the Syrians have. And now we've got Thorough Spears moving up from Pontus, probably coming to support this area. Nabatean heavies 121 and 70. They are shooting at the Nubians, it looks like. You go, artillery coming in. Ouch, that hurts. Massilian artillery, 139 kills. Now the Lusitani general is out here. So Bubbles actually brought a Lusitani from a different DLC. The only difference that he brought was the Scutari Cav general, which I honestly, personally wish that the Grand Campaign DLC had it as well. He didn't use any of the other units that come from the DLC, and other than that, all the units are the exact same. So, yeah, so he brought the Scutari Cav, and he's actually using it to get some charges in here against the mercenary Scutari. He's got to be careful with that Massilian Thorough Spear, though. He just took one Javi shot. I don't know if they've got any more. You got to keep moving. Still got a small gap here. Now, if he gets through here, gets into the Gallic Hunter or Celtic Slingers, and then from there he can be in, charging the rear of the attacking forces. Got Scutari coming in here as well, but you have an Iberian sword. 97 kills is honestly pretty good for an Iberian sword. Egypt here. Okay, so it looks like Nabatea has been able to kind of shore up his defense, but his flank to this pike is open. This pike only covers this much, so they really need Pontus or something to set up in that flank on the right. And it's not happening, so the Thorax Sword is going to get around it. So he has two options. He can go into the archers, or he can just get into the back of that pike. Armored Desert Hoplites rushing forward. There you go. He gets, yeah, I think that's the right choice. This pike, yeah, he's going to break. 36 base morale. He's not going to. Over here, we got Nabatean swords. We got Desert Pikemen. This pike is down to 35 men. It looks like Egypt has been doing a pretty good job of getting rid of those. Jeez, one kill. Thorough Spears were shooting at him as well. Here we go. Pontus charging in on the other side. Mercenary Naked Swords going in on some Thorough. I don't think he actually had a charge command on that unit. Got to be careful, though. Got Carthage moving in now. Mercenary Samnite Warriors, but this fight over here is pretty much kaput. Pretty much done. They're just finishing off a couple Massilian units, and then they'll probably come in and finish off the Samnite Warrior. And then, oh, hey, the Carthaginian general's rushing around. Look at this. General's bodyguard's back here. So Pontus has sent a couple units just to kind of guard the cap point. The Carthaginian general would only have been an issue if he had dismounted. You know, at that point you dismount. That's the only way that cavalry unit can capture the victory point. Other than that, they can only neutralize that's any point, so gates, towers, victory points, any of them. Naked Swords charged in the same. Got a Galatian Royal Guard in now from Egypt. This Samnite's probably not going to last very much longer. The other Samnite is gone. The Skutari Cav Gen at 120 kills. And then we'll probably see Massilian Thorospears gone, as well as the Thorax. Thorax 169 kills with 2 chevrons. Not too shabby. Not too bad at all.
Forward!
And he's going to get a couple more kills before he goes down, too. Here comes the General's Bodyguard. The Skutari Cav could probably go lead him off, or, cut him off here. Glacial Guard in the mix. But he's in Shield Wall. Interesting choice. Not sure that's what I would do in this situation. With the Glacial Guard, I think I'm wanting to get my offensive effectiveness out there. I love the purple crest. It's usually a pretty primarily Nabatean thing here. Just figured I'd give you guys a look at some of the combat here. Once again, these Naked Swords need to be cycled. They've been left in combat way too long. They're exhausted from using their ability. When those Pontic Swords went in, those Naked Swords should have removed themselves from combat. General's Bodyguard really just kind of being a nuisance here. He's got 46 kills, which isn't too bad, but I believe part of that is the Lusitani General. And now it's going to be Balearic Slingers. 67. Oh, man. They don't have the best charge bonus on the planet, but against a Balearic Slinger, it's definitely enough to get a couple. Massilian Ballista, 219 kills. Extremely well done. Look at the Glacial Royal Guard, now up to 89, 90 kills. Doing pretty well there. He's only lost 17 men. Mercenary Naked Swords are coming around. They are going to go assist on this side here, it looks like. But to be honest with you, it's already a bit of a mosh pit over here. On this side, they're keeping them pretty well bottled in. This Glacial Royal Guard, 85 kills, 100 men left. Thorough Spear. Now some Pontic Thorough Spear is going to go help him out. Glacial Royal Guard, 121. This is one of my favorite units. They're a very, very good unit. Carthaginian General, 130 kills already. Not already, but now. Said already like they just got that. Thorough Spear is going to finish him off, and that's going to be a pretty big dinger for the attackers here. I think we're probably going to see our... oh my gosh, army losses kick in pretty soon. Lusitani actually ran out of troops here. This veteran shield warrior is taking on the Samnite and probably going to win. I'm not 100% sure why the Thorough Spear hasn't come in and assisted there. Samnite's going to break, 31. It's basically going to come down to, as a couple more men are lost here and there, the army losses are just going to be too much for the Egyptian army to kind of overcome it, especially if they lose their general. Their general is alive as of now. I'm not sure exactly how long that will last, though. Hey, that pike came back. 57 men. He's kind of guarding this very, very left-hand corner of the line here for the defenders. Enemy routing. God, 187 kills now. He hasn't got a chevron yet, so it's not like he's killing super, super good things, but he's still killing them. 190 kills is nothing to bat an eye at. Those Pontics are, if left to just this combat, that Pontic is not going to win. And I'm honestly surprised that he has left his men in. He also has not second-winded them or anything. Look at the Balearic Slingers, you cheeky bastards, just shooting right into the back of the line here. That's just rude. 195 kills on the Balearics. I think we're going to start seeing army losses here. Casualties sustained. There's one broken. Army losses. There it is. So that is going to be a GG. A quick and very, very fast-paced battle. Honestly, I think the most interesting thing about this battle was this over here. That was really fun to watch. The rest of it, to be honest with you, was pretty, average. But that exterior defense, I definitely think made it worth it. See, I think we're just waiting on one more unit here. It's the Glacial Royal Guard 224. And I think that's it. All right, let's go look at some kills real quick. So starting off for the defenders, we have got Dairy Farmer as Pontus, 1,728 kills. All of his units doing pretty solid. He had a couple, actually quite a few healthy units. The Naked Swords definitely probably could have used a bit more cycling there. Slingers did really well. Tiddly Coin as Nabatea with 1,540 kills. He still has some decently healthy units. Archers did pretty solid. Cav really didn't get in any. Leading the game here, who's Mr. Bubbles as Lusitani? 2,993 kills. Guys, this is what Lusitani does if allowed to fight heads up, okay? Without archer fire, slinger fire, things like that interrupting. If you let them get in melee combat, they are extremely hard to beat. Slingers all did extremely well, 361 kills on this one. Veteran Shield Warriors are the creme de la creme of medium tier infantry here. 318, 234, 200, very, very well done. Now, for the attackers, first off, we have got Goose commanding Carthage, 1,508 kills. Sam Knights did pretty well there, 244. Jen, 133, was really a pain in the butt there at the end. That's how you say his name. 2,066 kills as Egypt. Let's see, one Glacial Royal Guard did really well and would have done more if it had broken. The other one started getting shot by the slingers in the, from behind, and definitely did not get as much as he could have. The rest of his infantry did pretty good. Pretty good. Forksman is Massilia, 1,491 kills. His, let's see, Greek Giant Ballista, 226. Archers, not so hot. And I hate to say most of his infantry really just kind of got overpowered by Lusitani there. Really got bullied there by Lusitani. But that is going to be it for today's quick and easy battle on Rome 2. Thank you guys so much for joining. Don't forget that if you are new to the channel, hit that subscribe button, and we will see you guys next time.